Mona, if you want to cut back on your hours, we'll arrange something. You don't have to retire.
I know I don't have to, Joe. I want to. In 6 months, give or take a little, Myrtle and I will be basking in the joy of retirement at Willow Lake Acres.
Is Myrtle going to be giving up her boutique?
We've invested our life savings in adjoining suites.
Mother, I don't believe what I'm hearing. I thought you had given up this silly idea. We had discussed it. Did you remember, Mother, the night that the Bianca was missing?
Honey, it's not polite to eavesdrop. I remember the conversation. Well, you did all the talking. You said you hated the idea that the subject was closed.
Well, the subject is obviously wide open. Now, there is no way that my mother is going to be trundled off to some old folks' home and then share it, nonetheless, with the former queen of the Midway Carnival.
Erica, you're not going to talk me out of this. Besides, I couldn't stop if I wanted to. I've already put down my deposit.
Oh, well, forget the deposit. I mean, that's not important. Just couldn't have been much anyhow. How much was it?
80% of my combined assets and savings.
Mother, have you lost your mind?
Mona, you haven't signed anything, have you?
The contract is signed, sealed, and delivered to Mr. Westfall.
I don't believe this, Mother. How could you possibly do this? How could you possibly sign a contract without at least discussing it first with Dimitri and me?
Erica, please calm down.
Oh.
You have no reason to worry about this. Everything's going to be fine. Mr. Westfall is taking care of everything.
Mother, that is exactly what I'm worried about.
Why such a big hurry to skip town? Look, we're just starting to pull down.
I kept up my end of the bargain. All right? I delivered the goods, such as they are. Now, tonight, I'm on a plane to Monte Carlo. I'm not going to look twice at a chick if she's over 19. So, you give me my money now, or do I croon your swan song to the girls?
Look, we can't do business here. Let's go back to the valley and we'll settle the books in the privacy of my suite.
That's cool. Just don't forget, up front, cash, small bills.
Don't worry, you'll get everything that's coming to you. Ladies, I can honestly say that I can't remember spending a more pleasurable or profitable afternoon.
Ciao, baby. I've got an appointment.
Blonde or brunette?
Oh, don't be that way. It's my sexual addiction therapy.
Oh.
It's very good, you know.
I know.
Okay, I'll be back in no time. We'll pick out little swatches for the boudoir.
Right.
You've given me a whole new lease on life.
Can I give you a ride into town?
Oh, listen, I just got to check messages.
Ladies, I hope to see all of your smiling faces at the groundbreaking ceremony.
Oh, you will. Be there. You will. We're there.
Room 32, please. We're out of here. Bye now.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Ciao.
Okay, 2 ringy-dingies. I think we have time for 2 more. Should be. Yeah.
Giles Westfall, you open up this door this instant. I know you're in there. I heard you clicking along.
Erica?
You? Well, this just gets better and better, doesn't it? What on Shady Acres are you doing here?
Will you please keep your voice down?
No, I will not keep my voice down. What on Shady Acres are you doing here?
Willow Lake Acres and I don't have time to discuss it with you.
You're the door in my face.
Oh.
I have been told that this is Giles Westfall's room, but now you are here. What is the story?
I guess you'll just have to read it in the next issue of Tempo.
No. Something very fishy is going on around here, and I demand to... Oh, no. Don't tell me that you are having some backstreet tawdry affair with this old folks' home tycoon.
Erica, I don't have time to play games with you right now, okay?
Oh, what are you doing? Giving a computer course for the hotel workers, the little chambermaids, telling them learn to make hospital corners.
Goodbye, Erica.
I'm not going anywhere until you stop hacking away at that thing. There. I can't believe you did that. Giles Westfall is going to be here any minute. Well, great, and when he gets here, I'm going to give him a piece of my mind. You don't have any to spare. What is all that?
Did you ever hear the expression, curiosity killed the cat? Well, believe me, you and I are going to be two very dead felines if we don't get out of here. Come on.
Yes, sir, I tell you, separating those old biddies from their money was like shooting fish in a barrel.
Keep your voice down.
Oh, damn. Oh, is that Westfall? I mean, let me at him. No, 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 no.
Man, I thought we'd never get out of there. I was about to gag on the stench of lemon verbena.
Okay, Eduardo, enough of this talk. Let's get down to brass tacks.
Eduardo. Edmund. And if you want to get Mona's money back, you better shut up.
To be honest with you, Eddie.
Oh, that's a laugh.
Look, I don't like being backed into a corner.
I don't like being backed in a bed by Phoebe Wallingford. She's got mirrors on the ceiling. She's got Mama Bonnie piped into the stereo.
Phoebe, will you look what you've driven this bed to? Would you shut up?
I did hard, lady, you know? I deserve handsome pay.
What is it?
I want it all today.
That goat! What is these alpaca goats? I am violently allergic to alpaca goats. Stop. Don't. I swear if you sneeze, I will choke you.
Now, I held up my end of the agreement. You're in Fat City. Unless I pull the plug.
I mean it. I don't care what you do. Hold your breath. Hold your breath. Do anything it takes. Don't sneeze. I'm telling you, don't sneeze.
You're killing the fatted calf here, Eddie. I mean, you have a way with those old crows. Instead of taking off, maybe we should discuss a partnership, long term.
That's worth thinking about. Yeah. I'll tell you what, we can discuss it when I'm back from my R&R in the Riviera, because right now, I want my cash. Okay? So what's it gonna be? Do I need to persuade you? Because I tell you one thing, I'm not leaving here without my fist full of cold, hard cash.
Don't. Stop it. Stop it. No, don't.
You know, now that you mention it, Giles, maybe I am being a little too hasty. You know, why take the money and run when there's so much more where that came from? Partners. Yeah, I like the sound of that.
Now you're talking sense.
Yeah, partners. That's a ticket. I'll tell you what, why don't we go downstairs? Go down to the bar, have a drink, you know, scotch, talk it over man to man, real friendly like.
I could use a drink.
Great, let's go.
Oh, well, let me just change my...
No, you don't have to go down.
Hi. It's your morning too soon for the dry cleaning?
What in the world? What's going on?
Oh, this must be seems so bizarre.
If you have an explanation, Miss English, I'd love to hear it. What are you and your friend doing in my room, in my closet?
You want to bet it's got something to do with me?
You know, I came here to see you, to talk about my Aunt Phoebe. And when I got here, she was breaking in.
That is not what happened.
Oh, don't try and deny it.
Who are you?
Who am I? I am Erica Kane. And I have finally figured out exactly what is going on, and I will not allow it to continue. I am telling you, I will not let this continue.
I've heard of you, Miss Kane.
I should think so.
But that doesn't explain what you're doing in my room.
Obviously, the little cupcake's lost, probably looking for a new husband.
I am not a cupcake, and I am in the right place.
I have never even met you.
No, but you have certainly met my poor, sweet mother, Mona Tyler. In fact, you have the majority of her retirement nest egg in your hot little hands right now, probably stashed in some Swiss bank account.
No, I assure you, there's no Swiss bank account.
Oh, don't even try it. I am not about to sit back and watch my poor widowed mother sucked dry by your Willow Lake acres. If, indeed, this so-called Eden is ever even under construction.
The groundbreaking ceremony is today.
Oh, Giles, please don't bother explaining anything to this woman, really. She's the town flake.
Look who's talking.
You know, when I came in here, the computer was on.
What?
Yes. She was looking, and when I confronted her,
She pulled the plug. And then she went in the closet and she started rummaging around.
This man is a crook. He's got most of my mother's life savings in his greedy little hands. I am certainly going to do everything I can to expose him for the swindler he is.
That is slander, Miss Kane.
Oh, I bet there are at least a dozen deeds to the Brooklyn Bridge right here somewhere.
All I can say is it was a good thing that I got here when I did.
Miss English, if you were so outraged, why were you concealed in the closet with this woman?
Well, actually, I thought I heard something. I thought it was rats.
Actually, I dragged her into the closet. And I actually tried to suffocate her, to stifle her so she wouldn't speak.
You know what? I could press charges against you. You almost suffocated me.
And you call me the town flake? Well, only a fool would give up a perfect opportunity to eavesdrop on this swamp cellar.
What are you talking about? Mr. Westfall is putting his heart and soul into this project. Don't you want to see the senior citizens of this town have a dignified place to spend their golden years?
A weed-covered bog? You call that dignified? Well, of course, you would put your aunt anywhere, even in a snake-infested marsh, just to get her out of your hair. You know, what a tragedy of neglect.
Mona has wanted to live anywhere except with her egomaniacal daughter. Why don't you just leave her alone and let the woman live in peace?
Well, she won't have a moment's peace in this lakeside shanty town.
Well, I tell you what, after putting up with you for years, she deserves finally somebody to take care of her. She's earned the Purple Heart, believe me.
I don't have to take this, especially not from a simpering...
Ladies, please. Just a little piece here.
Oh, you're the famous Eduardo.
In the flesh.
Yeah, I've heard about that flesh.
Fiery and not too hard on the eyes, too.
Oh, please. Ply your tawdry trade elsewhere. Well, poor Brooke, isn't this sad? You see, you neglect your poor aunt, and look what she falls prey to. An aging Lothario with aspirations towards being a gigolo. Well, Brooke, don't burn your bridges. Be nice to him, because you're fast approaching the age where this Lothario could come in handy. You accuse me of neglecting my mother when your entire family is falling apart in front of the entire town.
Ding! There's the bell. Back to your corners, ladies.
You butt out. How can you, of all people, accuse me of having family scandals?
Why don't you take this outside? Not that we don't find it very entertaining, but Giles and I have some business to discuss.
Fine by me, Erica.
Miss Kane isn't going anywhere until I call the police.
Cops? You sure you want to do this, Giles?
You're the crook. They will arrest you before they ever come near me.
I have witnesses. You broke into my room.
No, I protect my mother. She may not have the strength to fight you, but I do. You give me back all my mother's money right now, and we will forget this ever happened.
You're in no position to make deals, Miss Kane.
Just give it to her, really. Just do anything, please, to get rid of her, please.
I am not leaving this room until I have Mona Tyler's entire deposit in my hands.
Very well. The hotel security will drag you out.
If they lay a hand on me, I will slap a lawsuit on you.
Your
so
mother
fast.
is looking forward to a golden future at Willow Lake Acres. I am not going to take that away from her because her daughter is a paranoid crackpot.
Crackpot?
That's it. I'm calling the police.
No, Giles, that's not a good idea.
And may I ask you exactly, what are you doing here?
Giles and I were having a little talk.
Oh, certainly. Mr. Westfall, what are you doing talking to Eduardo? What is going on here?
Well, they're birds of a feather. Obviously, they're both vile.
Well, there's nothing shady going on.
Well, would you mind explaining?
Well, didn't you hear them when you were in the closet?
I was being strangled.
What was that anyhow? That was very fascinating what you were talking about. Negotiating for cash. Very suspicious sounding for me.
Just a little too smart for your own good, babe.
Giles, please.
Your aunt's best interest is the most important thing to you and me. And Eduardo is a necessary, albeit unsavory, means to that end. I do not enjoy the pleasure of his company.
Well, thanks, pal.
He has your aunt in an emotional vice.
It's called love.
Oh, for heaven's sakes, am I the only person here who can see through this fraud?
Shut up. Listen, Giles, I don't care. I don't care about any of the details. I just want to be assured that my Aunt Phoebe is going to be safe at Willow Acres. Oh.
Rest assured, I think I have a solution that will solve all of our problems. Your aunt is going to join our community.
Oh, wonderful. Then Phoebe and my mother can wrestle alligators in the swamp. They'll have a great time.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Westfall. Really, you've been such a help.
Thank you.
You'll be sorry, Brooke.
You know, the only thing that I'm sorry about is that Mr. Westfall has to deal with people like you when he has so many other things to take care of.
Thank you, Miss English.
What are you talking about? He's obviously a fraud. This isn't over yet. I know where you live.
That was fun.
Well, obviously, you've had plenty of experience with hysterical women, but I prefer to avoid such scenes.
Well, then you're in the wrong line of work.
I'm no longer interested in that drink.
All right, well, listen, I covered your rear for those babes, but nothing changes. You still owe me. Now, do you cut me in, or do things get ugly? It's your call.
Trapped the man who was bilking my mother, and you didn't see fit to tell me?
It was an undercover investigation, you know. We didn't just broadcast it to just anyone.
Well, I am hardly just anyone. You convinced Edmund not to tell me, didn't you? I didn't know what you knew or what you didn't know.
Hold on. What's going on here? Edmund undercover? Is this about Willow Acres?
Oh, well, see, at least I'm not the only one who was kept in the dark.
Edmund has Westfall all ready for one big fall.
Wait a minute. My baby brother isn't anywhere near elderly. How did he go undercover?
I got him! We're set for tonight. Westfall's going down.
Oh, dear heaven.
Put your eyes back in your sockets, bro. It's me.
What did they do to you?
It's called a disguise.
Well, as Helga used to say at Halloween, who the heck are you supposed to be?
Oh, you can't tell?
Phoebe Wallingford's gigolo.
Gigolo?
Oh, you got a problem with that?
To Phoebe Wallingford?
Oh, she knows about it. This is just all an act.
Actually, your brother's plan was quite ingenious. He is setting up that vile Giles Westfall, using Phoebe Wallingford and the Pine Valley DFL contingent as bait.
Oh, don't tell me you're playing gigolo to all the daughters of fine lineage?
Well, even I'm not that good.
Listen, what happened after we left? Was he suspicious?
He didn't know what to think. You guys threw him for such a loop, but he's not thinking setup.
Well, what's happening tonight?
The grand finale, okay? He meets me to pay me off right after the groundbreaking ceremony. We get him on tape, and then we get the money.
Do you need my help?
No.
Now, you were brilliant, but we can take it from here.
What did you do? How did you get involved in this?
Erica pulled a whole lot of fat out of the fire. Look, when Westfall opened the door and found you two guys in the closet, I thought we were goners.
Well, I mean, it would have been a lot easier if someone had filled me in.
Well, no, you didn't give me a chance to explain it to you.
Well, you're just lucky that I can think so fast on my feet. Because really, what would you have said? How would you have explained? I hadn't said that I had dragged you into the closet and muzzled you. How would you have explained that you didn't say anything?
I honestly don't know.
Could we please back up? You muzzled Brooke in a closet. Whose closet? What went on today?
It's a very long story.
Let's just say your wife is incredible.
Aside from an unfortunate allergy to alpaca.
Alpaca? Oh, come on, I give up.
Look, Westfall found Brooke and me snooping in the closet, and I'll figure out the juicy details later, okay? So, what now?
What now? You spend time with Dimitri.
You're going to take care of my mother's money.
Like it was my own. Your wife deserves an award today. I mean, she saved our tails.
Well, why am I not surprised?
Well, thank you, darling.
You're welcome.
And that kiss to Giles, that was the clincher.
We were magnificent. You know, we have some work to do, though. I have the discs.
Oh, you got the files?
Well, I didn't get them. I didn't get them all. There was just a minor glitch. But if we can find a computer, we can go through everything and we can figure out where the money is.
Okay, great. Bro, you got a one of them computer things, right?
Yeah, there's one in the study. Brooke, it's yours. Keep him away from it, please.
Thank you, Dimitri.
You like this, huh? It's brought me good luck.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, being a gigolo is not too shabby.
Edmund, do me a favor. Keep your day job.